Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another Arca Garage video. The one thing that I definitely miss in Alfa Romeo Giulietta is the phone shelf, so that's what I'm going to be installing today, and I'm also going to be making it into a wireless phone charger. So if you like this video, support our channel by subscribing and help us to reach 20k. This is what I'm starting with. It is a 3D printed phone shelf, especially made for Alfa Romeo Giulietta. You can get this online for about 30 euros, or you can buy the file for around 5 euros or something like that. I was thinking about how I could make it maybe a bit better, and that's where the idea for integration with wireless phone charger came in. Now the only thing that kind of bothers me a little bit is the location of the DNA button. You can see that this new shelf kind of hides it, and I was thinking of maybe moving the DNA button from this location right here all the way back right next to the handbrake on the spot where the original lighter is. Let me know if you think that is a good idea down in the comments below. Before I start doing anything, I have to address one major issue. You can see that this phone shelf is quite thick, and if I place the phone charger beneath it, I'm not really sure that it would work. So the idea here is to thin down the material from beneath to make room for the wireless phone charger, and that would actually enable it to function properly. So what I basically did, I took it to a friend with a lathe machine, and he took off maybe like 3 or 4 millimeters of the material from the back. Now this gave me a nice area where I can place the wireless phone charger. The charger itself is quite small, and it will fit perfectly here. I also did a bit of research, and I've decided to buy this wireless phone charger from the Apple. I did this primarily because of its size. You can see that the circle is quite small, and it's only maybe like 6 or 7 millimeters thick. One thing that I also have to mention is that I don't use an iPhone. I actually have a Samsung phone. However, this charger is compatible with it. Now the next step would be to drill a couple of holes from this front side so I can guide the cable through. I also have to warn you that this material is quite brittle, so I'm just gonna drill a couple of holes, maybe widen them a bit, and not worry too much about how they look. I also have to make this little notch right here for the cable. Now I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to run the cables through. I've removed the climate controls, but that's not gonna help much, so I'm gonna remove this bottom shelf as well. And the best way to run the cables would be through this thin piece of plastic. I'm gonna drill through it, and I'm gonna guide the cable down. I'm just gonna mark the spot, and I'm just gonna drill the hole inside this thin plastic, making sure that I don't damage any of the part that's gonna be visible or anything behind the plastic. One thing that I forgot to mention is that a lathe machine could damage this 3D printed material somewhat. You can see that there are a few strands left loose on the bottom. However, it is not visible, so it's not gonna pose any issue. Now I'm just gonna guide the charger cable through this hole. I'm gonna fit everything nice and tight, and I'm gonna see if the charger itself needs to be secured. Now this hole, as you can see, it's made just for it, and it is already sturdy. However, I think it would be better if I secure it with just a few drops of glue. Now the charger is not gonna go anywhere. However, I am gonna use a few drops of glue to secure it, just to be sure. Now that I've test fitted everything and everything looks great, I'm just gonna glue it in place. The plan is to guide the cable to the glove box, so I'm just gonna remove this plastic by pulling it off, and I'm gonna pull the cable out. Another thing that I had to purchase was this little adapter, which has a female input for USB-C, and it goes to a normal USB. Now these are very cheap, and you can get them for like 3-4 euros, something like that. Now, since I removed the Blue and Me module, I'm just gonna use this USB input from my Total Multimedia, and I'm guessing that is gonna be sufficient enough to charge phone. And here's our final result. I just love how the whole thing looks, and I'm really glad that I kept the Alfa Romeo logo on the top. Now you can see that there are no visible holes. Everything looks nice and neat, and that's exactly what I was going for. Now let's check out if it charges the phone, and you can see that the phone is charging. Another thing that I have to mention is that these wireless chargers by their own nature are less effective compared to wired charging. So if your phone takes an hour and a half to fully charge, it's gonna take double as that, if not more, to charge wirelessly. One interesting thing though with this wireless charger that's plugged into the Total Multimedia is that it continues charging 5 or 10 minutes after the car is turned off. You can see now the car is off, and it's gonna keep charging the phone for as I said, 5 or 10 additional minutes. That is probably because I connected the multimedia to fuse box itself. Anyway, that would be all for this video. I hope you find it useful. If you did, hit that like button and support our channel by subscribing and by sharing our content with the rest of car enthusiasts.